You're listening to Kidscoast Radio. Here's your host, Jackie Daly.
Hey everyone, and thanks for logging in. My name is Jackie, and I'd like to officially welcome you to Kidscoast at Home. I'm so glad that we're all here together as we continue our trek through the Bible through God's big story. Now, it's a great day here at Kidscoast. It's a great time for us to talk about courage because, well, I think we all need courage in our lives. Courage is being brave enough to do what you should do even when you're afraid. There might be some things in life that are scary to you, like storms or wasps or someone getting really sick. There may be things that make you feel worried, like when things happen and you don't expect it and you feel kind of out of control. There might be times when you know something is the right thing to do and you just need to have courage to stand up to do it. Now let's stand tall and play a game with our friend, Kaylee.
Hey everyone, it is time for our first game. And our friend Amy's joining us.
Hey.
How's it going?
Great. How about you? How you doing?
Good. We just had Thanksgiving.
Did you eat so much?
The best, yes, absolutely.
What was your favorite?
Awesome. The mashed potatoes and gravy.
Yes.
So good.
And I like the cranberry sauce.
Perfect. Did you eat it really fast?
Yes. I broke the world record. Maybe you'll see that later.
Amazing. That's awesome. All right, you ready for our first game?
Yes.
It has to do with food.
Great.
I know. Would you rather food edition? We're just gonna see some items on the screen and we have to pick which one we would rather.
Easy.
Very easy. Let's see our first one. Would you rather eat breakfast food for every meal or eat dinner food for every meal?
Breakfast, for sure.
I'm gonna go with dinner.
Really?
I eat dinner food more frequently than breakfast food.
And that's why I don't eat breakfast food a lot, so I want it more.
Always? Forever?
Yes, like eggs Benedict, pancakes,
I could do
waffles,
it.
French toast, eggs,
Perfect.
omelets, name it, bacon, sausage, hash browns.
What did you guys pick? Awesome. Let's see our next one. Would you rather give up pizza forever or give up ice cream forever?
Oh. I thought this was just gonna be like, what do you like the most?
No, this is way more challenging than that. I think I'd have to give up pizza forever. I just don't know if I could give up ice cream forever.
Just because dessert and sugar and sweets I love. So yeah, I'd give up pizza.
Yeah, sadly. What did you guys do? Perfect. Let's do our next one. Would you rather drink the thickest milkshake in the world or eat the juiciest burger in the world?
By the way, do you have any food here? This is
We're
making
gonna
me
have to
very
go
hungry.
find some
Okay,
after
yes.
this.
Jeez Louise.
But I think I would go with the burger on this one.
Me too. Even though I'm going against everything I stand for with sugar, I think I want the burger.
But I'm not that
Burger.
worried about like a thick milkshake.
Right, yeah.
So I think that's why.
Yeah, burger.
Okay. Did you guys pick the burger or the milkshake? Awesome, next one. All right, would you rather have authentic Mexican food or authentic Chinese food?
Yes.
Mexican food.
I have Mexican all the time, even though it's not authentic. Chinese food.
Okay. All right, did you guys pick? Good choices.
Both great.
Let's do a few more. Would you rather drink a glass of hot sauce or drink a glass of lemon juice?
Lemon juice.
Lemon juice.
All the way.
100%.
It'd be sour, but it would not burn our mouth.
Cannot. I don't like anything spicy, hot, nothing.
I like hot, but drinking a glass of hot sauce?
Sounds terrible.
Maybe
All
we'll
right.
try it.
What did you guys pick? I heard some hot sauce. They would do it.
Okay, you're brave.
All right, 2 more. Would you rather only eat fruits and vegetables forever or only eat meat and protein forever?
Fruits and vegetables for sure.
I think I would sadly go that way.
I mean, I
more
miss the
variety.
meat. So that means no
That'd be
eggs.
Sad. No.
Protein. Forever.
Or steak.
Like, why could it just be for a year? You know?
Right?
For a year. What do y'all
Okay.
say?
Good, I like it. All right, let's do our next one. Would you rather eat a whole box of donuts or eat a large popcorn from the movies?
I'm just thinking of those donuts right now.
Yeah, agreed. I don't know if I could actually eat the whole box of donuts, but I would
I
prefer
could.
the donuts
I totally
over the
could.
popcorn.
Yes, I mean, I love popcorn, but it has to have popcorn cheese with
Okay.
it. And if it doesn't have the cheese, then it's just not as good. So
Well, what
I
if
would
there's
put
popcorn
donuts.
cheese on it? Would you pick it over the donuts?
No, because I love sugar.
Okay. I'm going donuts.
Yeah.
What are you guys picking? Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, here's our last one. Let's take a look.
Pizza.
Would you rather have a slice of pizza anytime you want one, or have a hot fudge sundae anytime you want one?
Hot fudge sundae.
Hot fudge sundae.
Absolutely.
1000%.
No brainer.
No,
Yeah.
don't even have to think about it. What did you guys pick? Awesome. All right, we're gonna go get our on-demand hot fudge sundae.
Yes.
You guys watch this.
When I wake up, I know that you are with me every step of the way. You're strong enough to handle any fear that I face. Even things that scare me, 'cause they seem too big. Even all the hard things that make me wanna quit. You're bigger than it all, and you're in charge of it. And I don't feel so worried when I look to you, Jesus. Your love is unforgettable. Your strength is undeniable. With you, nothing is impossible. You are the reason, you are the reason I'm brave. You are the reason, you are the reason I'm brave. You are the reason, you are the reason I'm brave. When I look at how great you are, your kindness helps me believe that you are good, and with you I can do anything. Even things that scare me, 'cause they seem too big. Even all the hard things that make me wanna quit. You're bigger than it all, and you're in charge of it. And I don't feel so worried when I look to you, Jesus. Your love is unforgettable. Your strength is undeniable. With you, nothing is impossible. You are the reason, you are the reason I'm brave. You are the reason, you are the reason I'm brave. You are the reason, you are the reason I'm brave. Your love is unforgettable. Your strength is undeniable. With you, nothing is impossible. You are the reason, you are the reason I'm brave. You are the reason, you are the reason I'm brave. You are the reason, you are the reason I'm brave.
Welcome everyone to another great day here at Kidscoast. My name is Sarah, and this is my amazing friend Terry.
Hello. Can you believe that we have reached the end of November?
It's crazy. We've had a great month discovering what it means to stand and have courage no matter what fears we face. Okay, do you remember the definition of courage?
Oh, I think so.
Okay, everyone do a drum roll on your legs and let's count it down. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Courage is being brave enough to do what you should do even when you're afraid. Okay, so what is your stand challenge for today?
Okay, well, you know, it's kind of interesting to me how fears come in all shapes and sizes. And we can be scared of everything from the dark to flying in an airplane, and sometimes we might even be afraid to taste something. So that brings us to our stand challenge for this week. It's called the Blindfolded Baby Food Taste Challenge. So here is the collection of the finest in baby food that I could find.
Wow, this looks a little interesting.
Well, we have a kind of purplish color, camo green, and then the orange fluorescent delight. I don't know, is it squash, is it carrots? Nobody really knows. And then we have the variety of yellowish brown coloring. So we just thought it would be fun to see if we could figure it out. So we're gonna face our fears and taste test these mystery baby foods. You ready to do this?
I'm a little nervous about the green one, I'm not gonna lie. But you're gonna do it with me, right? It's not just me?
Absolutely.
Okay,
So
great,
our
okay.
motto this month is don't face your fears alone. And so I am here with you for this one. It might be a big mistake.
Yeah. Okay, so how does it work? What do we do?
Okay, so we have 5 different flavors. We will take our spoon and we will taste each flavor of the baby food. And for each one, we'll just kind of go in order and we'll try to guess what flavor it is. And then they'll just reveal if we got it right or not. And we'll just try to go from there and not throw up. So.
Courage. Okay. All right, kids, we have no idea what will happen, so we apologize in advance if, if our faces look not very nice while we're eating this, okay?
You want to start on the purplish brown
Yeah, let's
end?
do that.
Okay.
Here, high five, cheers. Here we go.
Yay.
Okay, all right. Okay, I'm just gonna are you doing a lot or a little bit?
I don't know. It's like a good baby-sized portion. I taste apple at first,
Yeah,
but
it's like almost like applesauce, but
it's like applesauce,
it's not
yeah.
colored like an apple. Is there something else in there? Hold on, let me
It's
see.
a little fruity, like a berry,
Yeah,
apple.
blueberry?
Apple blueberry.
Apple blueberry?
It is
Oh,
apple blueberry.
we got it right, that's
Okay.
awesome. Okay.
Okay, great. Green is the next one.
Courage.
Do you guys
Jesus
like
is with me?
army green baby food?
Oh man, I just want to do a little bit.
It could be any green.
I mean, I'm
guessing
assuming it's
vegetable.
peas, but it might not be peas.
It could be broccoli.
Terry, are you?
Not good after
Wow.
the sweet.
That's unpleasant. Okay.
It needs salt.
I swallowed. Yeah, it does. Okay.
It
so like
tastes like
broccoli-ish.
it's like all green vegetables mixed together. So
Right.
it's like peas and
I don't want to take another bite.
I don't either.
Okay.
Let's just go with.
So what are green? Peas, green beans, broccoli. Which one do you think?
Not broccoli. It's either peas or green beans.
I don't think it was good enough for peas. How about green beans?
I think Sarah should take one more bite.
I'm doing it for the kids of Kidscoast.
Are you leaning more peas or green beans?
It's definitely green beans.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got it.
Oh my gosh, after all that.
All right, green
After
beans.
all that.
Green beans.
Okay, I'm gonna do a new spoon
All right,
because that was yucky.
orange.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so orange. What things are orange? Carrots, sweet potatoes.
Pumpkin.
Oh, pumpkin.
It's November.
Oh, that would be
Thanksgiving. You know what I'm
nice.
saying?
Okay, maybe it'll taste like pumpkin
All right.
pie.
Yeah, maybe it's just like the inside.
It's
You know where you have
lo-
the batter?
It's a lot runnier than
Yeah,
the
I'm kind
other
of shaking
one.
my little spoon. I don't know why, but I'm doing that.
Mm,
Wow, so much better than the green beans.
not
Can we
bad.
just say?
that's not bad.
It's so much better. Yeah. But I kind of
Oh.
want it to be pumpkin. Does it taste
It kind of
pumpkin-y
tastes
to you?
more. It tastes like Thanksgiving to me.
Yep.
If it had brown sugar on top,
Oh,
that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
thinking it's more of like a sweet
sweet
potato.
potato.
Let me try one more bite,
Yeah.
just to be sure. Definitely not carrot.
Yeah.
I'm
Sweet
going
potato. All right, final answer.
Sweet potato?
Yes.
Awesome. Hey, we'd be great babies.
Awesome. Yeah, we would be. We would be.
Okay.
It'd be
I'm
awesome.
gonna switch spoon. We're
Okay.
going to the yellow zone now.
Yeah. They're kind of similar colors, but
Yeah. So this one looks a little bit like applesauce just from appearances from out here. So I don't know. We'll see.
oh yeah,
All right,
even
ready?
stirring it. I like applesauce. Do you like
Yeah.
applesauce?
I love applesauce.
Yeah, I do
like
too.
cinnamon applesauce.
Yeah. This is not applesauce.
No, it's a weird. It's not apples.
No.
It's
No, but it's,
It's
like
fruity.
It's a fruit, not a vegetable. Great news.
just a lot of like yellowish.
Ooh,
Fruit.
I just got it in that bite. I actually love this fruit,
You know?
but I buy it wrong at the grocery store.
I have no idea.
It's always like not smushy. I
Um,
mean, the good kind of smushy.
I just know it's not applesauce. It looks like applesauce.
Yeah.
Are there fruit that look like apples that I don't know. I'm gonna let you guess on this one. What do you guys?
I think it's a pear.
Oh, I can see pear.
Taste it again, but think pear.
Definitely pear.
Right?
Yeah.
Pear?
Now that you say that, yes, pear. I'm going with pear.
Yes!
Woo!
Awesome.
All right. Okay.
All right.
Last one.
Yeah.
More of a I don't know.
Looks like the white sauce at hibachi places.
Oh, that would be really nice.
Yeah. And all in a baby food container. We probably shouldn't give
They
that to
probably
babies.
don't do that.
Okay. Ooh,
Okay.
it's thicker than I thought.
Okay.
Look at this.
It kind of looks like pudding, like
Yes. Oh, what if it's pudding? That'd be awesome. Do we give babies pudding?
I don't know. Do babies eat pudding? Not pudding.
Definitely not pudding.
Oh. Like I know what it's supposed to be, but it doesn't quite taste like a. Like. Let me try one more time. I think it's supposed to be
My brain is like,
banana,
is that what it is?
but it doesn't quite taste like a banana. I guess it's like baby food banana.
Like maybe they added like special baby superpower
it's
vitamins.
not bad. It's sweet. It's like pudding-ish.
Yeah. It reminds me of like a custard or something. I think banana too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with banana.
Oh.
We're so good at this.
We are actually really good baby food connoisseurs.
Yeah, we are. Do you have a favorite?
Oh, I almost like this one.
Really?
I'm kind of torn now.
Yeah.
I like banana and the apple
Yeah.
blueberry one.
Not the green beans.
Definitely not green beans.
Yeah,
We will
that's what I
send green
said.
beans to any of our viewers at home who would like to have some
Pick our
used
green beans.
green bean baby food.
That was awesome. Thank you so much. And it was a little bit gross, but we made it.
But we were brave and we faced our fears.
Yes, that's right. And just like in our Bible story today, we'll hear about someone who had to do something really brave too, even though she had no idea what would happen afterwards. Watch this.
Welcome to Story Lab. This week, we're talking about courage, while we take a look at the story of a girl who stood up for an entire nation. Oh, and we're also going here. Hey, I'm Skylar.
And I'm Sebastian.
We're talking about courage.
That's being brave enough to do what you should do, even when you're afraid.
We all have to be brave sometimes, but some people have to be brave every day for their job.
People like bomb diffusers who have to take apart a bomb so it can't explode.
Or think of those ginormous skyscrapers full of tall glass windows. Someone has to clean all those windows hundreds of feet up.
Or pilots who test super fast new aircrafts to make sure they're safe.
These men and women prepare themselves to do hard things over and over.
God must give them like an extra dose of courage for breakfast every day. Can I get a sausage, egg, biscuit, and a mocha latte with 2 pumps of courage, please?
I don't think it works that way.
We should ask someone.
We're about to. Our guest today has faced some of the scariest situations you can imagine.
Brain surgery, algebra 3, calculus.
How about a burning building?
Wait, we get to talk to a real firefighter?
Absolutely. His name is Trey, and he spent 10 years working as a firefighter.
And I'm gonna zip it so we can get to the real deal.
Hey everyone!
Hi, Trey. We're so excited to talk with you.
Yeah, I'm like trying not to fanboy right now.
Same. So, did you always want to be a firefighter?
Actually, no. I had just finished school and a family friend had invited me to come check it out. And so I thought, well, while I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with my life, I might as well give it a shot. So this is actually me right here.
So, you thought you would just do this for a little while?
Yeah, I thought I'd do it until I figured out what I really wanted to do in life, and then I really loved it. I loved that it gave me purpose, and I learned that I could do hard things.
What was your job like?
Well, basically, you train to respond to a lot of different emergencies. Obviously there were fires, but we responded to medical calls, we responded to cats inside trees, really a lot of different things that we would have to respond to at any given time.
Were you scared the first time you got called to a fire?
Yeah. Anybody who would tell you they're not is probably lying to you, but we don't do anything in the fire department without learning how to control your emotions first.
Wait, so you trained to be brave?
Yeah, you could say that. We did lots of physical training to make sure we stayed strong, but we also did lots of drills. Drills on top of drills on top of drills to make sure that we were ready for anything we might face.
Okay, so you get a call. What happens?
Well, you really only get a little bit of information to start.
So what do?
So you jump on the truck and you start on your way, and you're constantly getting more information as you go. And then when you get on scene, you're constantly getting more information and you're seeing what's happening in front of you. You really have to learn how to be flexible because things are constantly changing. As a matter of fact, a lot of people don't know this. Fire doubles in size every 30 seconds.
Wait, say that again?
Fire doubles in size every 30 seconds.
That's wild.
So you're there now. What do?
Well, you're really just constantly assessing. I mean, you're taking in information as it's changing. Remember, you got to stay flexible. So you're looking for hydrants. You're wondering if this is going to be protecting just the structure or if this is going to be a rescue situation where we might have to rush in and go take care of somebody whose life might be in danger. You really do have to stay on your toes constantly.
What are some things that help you get ready for all that?
Well, one tool is learning how to calm yourself down.
Like, you can just do that?
Absolutely. I learned how to keep myself calm by controlling my breathing so that you can keep yourself focused and keep your mind clear.
Even in a burning building?
Especially inside a burning building.
What's the scariest situation you faced on the job?
Wow, that's a great question. I had lots of scary moments, but I think one that comes to mind is my crew and I arrived on the scene to a smaller house that had a lot of heavy fire and smoke showing from the right side of the house. And so in order to put out a fire, you have to get to the seat of the fire, which is where the fire originated. And when we went inside, we went up the stairs. There was one crew ahead of us, and we had a really hard time getting to the seat of the fire because it continued to be hotter and hotter and hotter. I mean, it was one of the hottest fires I've ever been in my life. But one of the things you want to avoid in a fire situation is if you take too long, because remember, fire doubles in size every 30 seconds. If you take too long, everything can ignite in the room at one time, and that's called a flashover. And that's not a situation that you or I or anybody would ever want to be in. So I remember in that moment, the longer it was taking us to get to the seat of the fire, and as it's getting hotter and hotter, I started looking around for an exit. It's one of the things that they teach you is always have a way out. And so because how scared I was, I could turn over the corner and see the light coming through the front windows. I mean, there's heavy smoke. It's not like it's in the movies. You really can't see anything in front of your face. You just have to look for light. And I knew if I needed to, if we had a flashover situation, I could dive out the window to safety and always have a way to get out.
Wow, Trey, that is incredible.
Thank you, Trey. It's been amazing.
Absolutely. Thank you guys for having me.
Wow, Trey had to dive into some pretty scary situations.
Speaking of scary things, wait until you hear
The story before the story.
Today, we're in book 17 of the Old Testament, Esther. God made a plan to bless the whole world through Abraham's family, the Israelites.
But over and over, God's people would run to God and then pull away, back and forth, just like a yo-yo. At last, God allowed the Israelites to be captured by foreign nations so they would understand they can only be happy close to God.
Even in captivity, though, some of these men and women still loved and honored God, like a girl named Esther and her cousin Mordecai, which is where our epic story begins.
Take it away!
Years before, the Jewish people had been captured and taken from Jerusalem to Babylon. But then, Babylon was conquered and became part of the Persian Empire, with Susa as its capital. So, Esther grew up in a land that was not her own, and when her parents died, her cousin Mordecai raised her as his own daughter.
Love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul. Love him with all your strength.
Love the Lord your God with all your heart.
One day, a new king named Xerxes came to power in Persia, and this guy was a character. He threw a crazy wild party and then fired his own queen for refusing to show up. Not the kind of guy you want running your country. Anyhow, when he finally calmed down, he realized he didn't have a queen anymore, so he decided to look for a new one. After a long search through the entire kingdom, Xerxes chose Esther.
Cousin Mordecai, what do I do?
Don't tell anyone you're from a Jewish family.
We've already seen that Xerxes didn't bother to think much before making decisions, so he chose on a whim to promote an official named Haman to take charge of all the other nobles in the kingdom. Haman had a ginormous ego, and he loved making all the other officials outside the palace bow low to him. But Mordecai refused to bow down to Haman, and this made Haman so mad he about went through the roof. Haman was such a terrible guy that he decided not only to punish Mordecai, but every single Jew in the country. He went to King Xerxes with a terrible plan.
Your Majesty, these Jews live differently than everyone else. They don't obey your laws.
Who do they think they are?
I know, right? Give the order to destroy them.
Consider it done.
I can't even. Xerxes actually sent a letter all over the kingdom declaring that on the 13th day of the 12th month, all Jews were to be killed. When Mordecai and the other Jews discovered this horrible news, they dressed in rough cloth and wept bitterly. Mordecai sent a message to Esther in the palace, telling her what Haman had done.
You must ask the king to save our people.
Esther was devastated. She sent a response to her cousin.
Tell him, no one can come before the king unless he sends for them. If I do it, I'll die, unless he reaches out his gold scepter to me.
Mordecai sent his answer right back.
You may not escape, even though you are queen. Who knows? It's possible. You became queen for a time just like this.
Esther knew Mordecai was right. She sent him one more message.
Tell Mordecai, gather all the Jews. Don't eat anything for 3 days. I and my servants will fast too. Then I'll go to the king.
Esther faced a terrible dilemma, but she took 3 days to prepare her heart and her mind. Then she went to face the king. It must have taken every ounce of courage Esther had to step through those doors. And then she had to wait what felt like an eternity for the king to even notice her. At last, he looked up. Then he smiled and reached out his golden scepter.
What is it, Queen Esther? I'll give you anything up to half my kingdom.
Esther must have been shaking with relief. But instead of making her request right away, she asked the king to attend a special banquet along with Haman. The king was flattered and curious. At the banquet, he told her once more,
I'll give you anything up to half my kingdom.
I'd like you and Haman to come to another feast tomorrow. Then I'll answer your question.
What? The king was so intrigued, he agreed to come back again. The next night, he and Haman joined Esther at a second festive meal.
What do you want me to do for you? I'll give you up to half my kingdom.
Esther took a deep breath and put it all on the line.
Your Majesty, let me live. Please spare my people. We've been sold to be destroyed.
Who is the man who has dared to do such a thing?
Haman is the one.
Xerxes was so enraged that he had Haman killed. Then the king created a new order that would allow the Jews to be saved.
We will celebrate this day with great joy.
The end.
Wow, King Xerxes was kind of a loose cannon.
Exactly. There was no way to predict what he would do, but Esther leaned into God, and she took a big, courageous step, even though she had no idea what would happen.
So, what's our part in the story?
Well, there might be a mean kid at school, someone who's always shoving smaller kids around or making fun of people.
Yeah, and everyone's afraid to stand up to them.
You can ask God for courage to be the one to face the bully and tell them, stop it. That's not okay.
It's also important to let a teacher know what's going on. That takes courage too.
Exactly.
Or maybe you're selling cookies for a fundraiser and you need to ask a neighbor you don't know to buy some. It might feel pretty scary to knock on their door, but you can ask God for courage for that too.
It's true. God never asks us to face tough situations on our own. That's one of the reasons God gave us Jesus. When we believe that Jesus is God's Son and choose to follow him, we have the power of God's Holy Spirit living in us. We can be ready for anything that happens.
And that is super awesome to remember.
So true. All right, I'll see you guys next time.
Bye, Erica. So here's the thing. You can do what you should, even when you don't know what will happen.
You think I can be a firefighter like Trey?
Absolutely.
Now, where do we keep the hoses?
Thanks for joining us in the Story Lab. See you next time.
Turn on the water!
Wait, what?
Welcome back. We've got another game, and now we are playing Emoji Mood Match. How do you feel about emojis?
I like this. I love emojis.
Awesome. This is a lot of fun. So this is kind of like Poser, which we played before, but you have to match the face. So you gotta make one of these faces. We'll scroll through whichever one it lands on, you're trying to match. Make sense? So pick your face, whichever one you want. I think I'm gonna go with the eye roll first.
I'm gonna go like this.
Which you gotta kind
I
of
think I've done that a lot.
That one? Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going eye roll. I gotta look though. It's a silly face.
Like that?
You gotta wink with one eye. Yeah, yep, just like that. Perfect. All right, next one. Pick a new face.
Oh,
I'll
do the eye roll.
with the angry face.
Eye roll.
Angry.
Oh, you did good. Let me see your angry face. Ooh.
Yeah, right?
Oh.
Scared.
Yes. Okay. Very scared.
Perfect. Okay, next one.
Oh.
I'm going.
Was this one?
There was like a surprised.
I'll just smile. I don't know if that's not
good. Surprise.
Eye
There's
roll.
the eye roll.
Let me see your eye roll. Yeah.
How high? How far back can you roll your eyes?
Not very far. Am I doing it?
Sure. Yep, you're doing it.
Okay.
All right, next one.
Ooh. I'll do this
I'm
one.
gonna do the silly face.
Oh. Ooh.
Good job. You did it.
I did.
Nice job.
Looks just like it.
Yep. Perfect. All right, let's keep going. How are you guys doing? Have you scored some points? Perfect.
I forgot what the other one is.
I know. I'm doing the
I'll do
big
this.
teeth.
Is that
Teeth.
that? Is that what they're doing?
Yeah.
To the side.
Oh, wow. Look at you.
Who does that though?
Well, I don't.
Should be more.
No.
Yeah.
I don't make a lot of the faces that the emojis make.
I do, but not that one.
Okay. You guys ready for some more? Let's keep going.
What's next?
I'm gonna go back to the
Mad.
angry face.
Me too. Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
Surprised. Okay. All right, we've got 3 left.
All right.
Let's see if we can match these last 3.
What else?
I think I'm gonna go back to the eye roll.
I'm doing silly face. Yeah.
Oh, good job. Okay.
that. Yeah.
You got 2 left. You gotta try to get both of them.
Okay, we got it.
Let's keep going.
This face.
I haven't done the one with the lips.
Have you done this one yet?
Yes.
Oh, eye roll. They did that 3 times.
All right, we've got 1 left.
Okay.
Let's see if we can get this
I'm
one.
sticking with my ooh.
I'm gonna do the teeth.
Yeah. Ooh. I don't think it's that. I don't think it's smile. I think you're like ooh.
Like
yeah.
ooh?
It's like ooh.
Well, we got it.
We did. But you're smiling. You gotta go ooh.
Oh, okay.
Ooh. Like
All right.
that. Yeah.
Well, we might go work on these faces. You
Yes.
guys did incredible. Now watch this.
Hey, I'm Lawson, and I'm so excited to be talking to you instead of going to the dentist to get a filling.
Your appointment's in 1 hour.
Right. Anyhow, I've got this super awesome story for you today about this girl named Claire, who's my cousin's friend. Now, Claire is saving up for Christmas presents because she wants to get super duper awesome gifts for her family this year. So she's really excited when Mom gets a text from their neighbor, Miss Richards. Miss Richards will pay Claire to water her plants every day while they're on vacation. Claire can't wait for payday. She's like, I'll do it. And the next day, Claire goes over to the Richards for instructions. Miss Richards shows Claire the watering can and introduces her to the plant babies. Krista Fern, Fluffy, Spike, Pepper Potts, and Katniss. Claire tells Miss Richards, I've got this. Have a great trip. Miss Richards hands Claire the key, but just as Claire is about to leave, Miss Richards says, "Oh, you don't need to do anything for Sylvester." And Claire asks, "Who's Sylvester?" And Miss Richards says, "Just our pet snake." Claire hates snakes. She can't tear her eyes away from Sylvester's beady gaze. So she just smiles and nods at Miss Richards and escapes as fast as she can. At dinner, Claire can't eat because it feels like she's got a snake squeezing her throat. And at night, she can't sleep because every time she closes her eyes, she imagines snakes. Next day after school, it's time for Claire to go water the Richards plants, but she can't make herself open the door. And Mom's like, "What's wrong, kiddo?" And Claire confesses, "I'm a total wimp," because she's afraid to walk past Sylvester the snake. And Mom says, "You can be afraid and still be brave." So, Claire takes a deep breath and opens the Richards door. She picks up the watering can and looks at Sylvester the snake. And even though Claire's shaking in her boots, she walks right past Sylvester and she gives every plant baby the water it needs. Claire's so proud and relieved when she's done that she sleeps great that night, snake-free. So kids, don't forget to be creative with your neckwear. And always remember this, that courage is being brave enough to do what you should do, even when you're afraid. See you next time.
And cut.
So about that dentist appointment.
We leave in 5 minutes.
Maybe I'll ask the dentist to give me bangs this time. I think I'll buy it.
Here, kitty, 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 kitty. Here, kitty. Come on, kitty. Come on, please. Please come down. Just please come down. My kitty is stuck in a tree. What can I even do? Oh, come on, kitty. I need a hero. I need a hero. Is there a hero out there? I could really use a hero right now. Please, please, someone bring me a hero. John, I need a hero.
Sure.
Thanks. Hey everyone, I'm Steven.
And I'm John.
And welcome to the So-and-So Show.
Steven, if you were a superhero, what do you think your superpower would be?
Oh, that's easy.
Oh yeah? Easy? Easy? This is not an easy question. Oh, Steven. Okay, what would it be?
Mind reading.
What? No way.
Yeah, definitely.
Why do you think it'd be mind reading?
Well, I'm smart and intuitive. I'm observant of people and like to understand where they're coming from and how they think. Plus, it would definitely be the most powerful superpower.
Mind reading is definitely
not the most powerful superpower? I knew you'd think that.
How did you do that?
Maybe my powers are kicking in.
Well, it is definitely not the most powerful superpower.
Okay then, what is? Super strength?
Did you do that again?
Maybe.
Okay. Well, this just isn't fair. We have to figure out what my power would be.
What do you mean?
Well, it's very obvious what your power would be, or might already be, but we have to find out mine. I have no clue what my superpower would be.
Okay, there are a lot of options. Super strength.
Super speed.
Invisibility.
Flying.
Talking to animals.
Knitting at supersonic speed? What? That would come in very handy.
When?
So cold.
See? Yeah, well, the only way we can see what power you would have is to test them out.
Oh, good idea. I like the way you think.
I know.
Well,
Let's get to it.
No. Kids, don't try this at home.
Ready?
Ready.
On your mark, get set, go! You didn't even... Well, it's not super speed.
Ready. No.
Nope.
Wave your fin if you can hear me. Wave your fin. Swim to the top. Swim.
I've never seen a goldfish do less. Nope.
Okay, am I invisible now?
Nope.
How about now?
Nope.
Let's just checking.
Let me just...
No!
It's Bible story time with Kellen.
No!
Kellen!
Hey, fellas. We've been having a super powerful day so far. You think you got a story to match?
Oh, do I think? This story is so super powerful. I mean, wow.
I'm listening.
Great, because it's going to be a big one. In fact, today we're looking at an entire book of the Bible, specifically the book of Esther. That's right. And it looks like I got a little help for today's story.
A little help to go behind the Bible. Esther was an orphan Jewish girl who was raised by her cousin Mordecai in the kingdom of Persia.
You see, the Jewish people had been taken captive by the Babylonians, but later the Babylonians were defeated by the Persians. So that's who was in charge in Esther's day.
And the king of Persia was King Xerxes.
Yeah, I love being king. You know, it's just the best. I can do whatever I want, like throw amazing parties, which I have.
Over here. Yeah, just to be clear, that's not the real King Xerxes. All those people lived a long time ago, way before cameras were invented.
Kellen?
Yes?
You're interrupting the Bible story. Can we continue?
Oh, sure, of course.
Thanks.
One party in particular was pretty significant. Life-changing, actually. My queen at the time, Vashti. She wouldn't come to my party when I commanded her, so I was like, you can't disrespect me. I'm the king. Took away her crown. After that, I needed to find a new queen.
The king sent out a search for the most beautiful women in the kingdom, and Esther was picked as one of them. They went through a whole year of beauty treatments at the palace, and at the end of the year, the king chose Esther to be his queen.
It was pretty wild. I mean, the queen of Persia? Upgrade. I mean, I couldn't believe it. I knew God was with me, but I didn't tell anybody there that I was Jewish.
After some time, the king appointed a man named Haman to be in charge of all the nobles in his kingdom.
That's right. And Haman was very proud of himself. Maybe a little too proud. He wanted everyone to fall on their knees when he walked by. But Esther's cousin Mordecai refused to bow.
Haman was obsessed with himself. But I wouldn't bow because I know who my God is, the one true God. and I wasn't going to worship anyone else. But Haman really didn't like that. And when he found out I was Jewish, well, he decided he would take out his anger on all the Jews.
Haman came up to me, and he was upset. He said, "King, there's a whole group of people who don't obey you. They live differently than everyone else." And I was like, "What? I cannot have that." So I gave him my ring and my royal seal on it, and I told him to do whatever he wanted with those people.
Haman ordered for every Jew in every territory of the kingdom to be killed. Talk about an evil dude. It was not good. Letters were sent all over the kingdom that on the 13th day of the 12th month, they were to kill every single Jewish person.
It was the most devastating time I ever faced. All the other Jews and I tore our clothes and wore rough cloths. We cried for days. I knew I had to talk to Esther.
Mordecai wanted me to do something about it, but I felt like there was nothing I could do. No one was allowed to come before the king unless he sent for them. If I went to the king without being sent for, and if he didn't hold out his golden scepter to me, then I would be killed.
I knew it wasn't easy, but I told Esther, don't think just because you live in the king's palace that you will be the only Jew who escapes. If you don't say anything, then help for the Jews will come from another place. But who knows? It's possible that you became queen for a time just like this.
Esther told Mordecai to gather all the Jews in the area and to go 3 days without eating. She and her attendants fasted for 3 days as well.
I told Mordecai I would go to the king at the end of the 3 days. Even though it was against the law, I realized it was what I had to do. Mordecai was right. What if I had become queen for this moment? I would risk my life to save my people. And if I died, then I died. That's how I saw it.
Esther came into my throne room. It was a bit of a surprise since I hadn't called for her, but I was pleased to see her. So
I don't even have the words to describe the relief I felt. I just remember thinking, I'm not getting killed. Okay, I am not getting killed! And then I remembered that I actually needed to start moving my feet and walk to him so I could do what I came there to do.
when I saw her come in, I offered Esther anything she wanted, up to half my kingdom. Whoo! She just invited me and Haman, my right-hand man, to come to a feast that she would prepare. So I was pretty intrigued. And you know I like a good feast.
The following evening, the king and Haman went to the feast Esther prepared. While they were at the feast, the king asked Esther again what she desired.
That was my chance. I asked him to spare my people. I told him that my people and I had been sold to be killed and wiped out.
I was livid when I heard that. I said to her, who is a man who has dared to do such a thing? Where is he? I was not expecting what she said next.
Esther told the king that Haman was the man who had given the order. The king was very angry. He had Haman taken away right then and put to death. King Xerxes put out a new order to save the Jews so that they would not be killed.
I was really proud of Esther. She was brave and selfless. She risked her life to save our people. She remembered the ways of God that I taught her. To be loving and courageous, that was beautiful. We were also excited and relieved.
Yes, it was amazing. We sent news out to all the Jews and everyone celebrated. Everyone was just so filled with joy.
Esther risked her life to save her people. She stood up for what was right and trusted God, even though she didn't know how it was going to turn out.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
Thanks.
But I can say this better. This has been Behind the Bible.
Whoa! Esther was so brave.
Yeah. God was with her, and God is with us too. So we can be brave just like Esther, even if it's not in life-threatening situations.
I feel more courageous than ever. Thanks, Kellen.
You bet. See ya.
Well, it looks like we're getting close to the end. Can you guess what I'm thinking now?
You're thinking ham sandwich.
How did you?
Reveal the question!
Oh, when have you done something you were afraid to do?
Maybe you stood up for someone like Esther did, not knowing what other people would think of you.
Yeah, or maybe you tried a new sport or shared a piece of art you made and it felt scary because you didn't know how people would like it.
Right, and there are times every day that we're faced with something that we might be afraid of.
Yeah, but it's important to remember that we can still choose to be brave, trust God, and do what's right. Hey, maybe that's my superpower. Yes, yeah, choosing what's right no matter what the situation.
Yeah, if people did that, anyone could be a superhero.
Yes, I'm Justice John.
And I'm Cerebral Steven. No, wait, Steven the Smarty Pants Steven. Smarty Pants Stevie Pants. No, Smart Pant. Maybe it's just one pant.
This has been the So-and-So Show.
What if it's just one pant? Thinking
what if it's my pants?
John's pants, Steven's pants. No.
Smarty John Stevens pants.
Yes! Ha! King of Hearts. I know.
How are you doing this?
Well, normally a mind reader never reveals his tricks, but long story short, I'm reading your mind, John.
All right, try this. Mm-hmm.
Ace of clubs. 6 of diamonds. 3 of clubs.
Yep.
Joker? I mean, I've been getting it the whole time, but this time I really got it. You know.
I'm glad I put this mirror here because now I can sulk in it.
I did it.
Strong and brave. I don't wanna be afraid, so I will not give up hope now. I'm
Esther was in a really tough spot. I mean, on one hand, she had the opportunity to speak up for her people. That was definitely the right thing to do. But at the same time, Esther had no idea if the king would listen to her. If she spoke up, she could be putting herself at great danger. Esther had to trust in God and believe that God had put her in the position as queen for a reason. She had the courage to do what was right, even though she didn't know what would happen to her next. Let's remember this: you can do what you should even when you don't know what will happen. We may not be in a position like Esther where we have to make a choice that affects an entire group of people, but you and I have to decide every day if we'll have courage to do what's right at whatever the cost. Just remember, you don't have to find that kind of courage all on your own. When you believe that Jesus is God's son and choose to follow him, you have God's Holy Spirit living in you. God's Spirit can help you be brave and face whatever comes your way. Now, that's all I have for today, but be sure to join us next week as we continue through the Old Testament of the Bible. For more resources at home, you can go to seacoast.org/kidscoast at home and stick around for some discussion questions about today's episode. I'll see you next week. Bye.
To find ways to get involved at Seacoast Church, text SERVE to 320-320. There are many opportunities for families to find ways to make a difference.